So what's going on, everybody? It's your boy B Pat. We got Artist of the Month, ThatBoyDayDay.
Yes, sir.
So I just wanted to, start out with, the whole journey of you getting into music. Like, where did that all come from?
Man, it just, I want to say like 4 or 5 years now. I've been doing this, and it all started off as like fun, just freestyling with the homies,
Right.
just chill, and then from there, to where I'm at now, like it got a lot more serious, but for sure, like just starting off, it was just, it was just funny games, and it still is, it's just fun. It was just, I just love doing it. It's just,
right.
I love it.
And I feel like too, that's one of the things, like, bro, all of his kids like have the homies who freestyle, and like it's just like that's lunch table type stuff. But then after a while, certain people start getting a little better than others and keep up with it.
That's how it is, man.
Right. So with that, you being that guy, how'd that happen? Where you started kind of being like, yo, I think I should low key start doing this for real.
Yeah. So it was like, basically, I think they kind of just saw out of the whole friend group, they were just like, damn, like Dayday's sick, like,
Right.
And I just kind of started really taking it more serious than everyone else. I think that me starting it, like me really doing it, like it gave everyone else to like a push too, to really want to do it.
Right.
But I think I definitely like, started like a little wave, to really wanting to do it, because over in East Palo Alto, it's not really like a big music scene, like.
Right. So when you did kind of start, that separation happened, and when you really started like getting into it, what were some of the first moves you made? Like, you were like, okay, let me just try to record as much as I want, or how are you going about it?
Yeah, I was honestly just like, let me record as much as I could do. I was always about trying to like get better. I wanted, like, everything I did, I just wanted to just get better at it,
Right.
And then when I felt like I got to a point where I was like, I felt good about it, I started like trying to get out on World Star. Then back at when Thizzler, I got on Thizzler. Right. Yeah. I started like really pushing and really trying to get out there, And so those are some of the things I started off doing.
I was gonna say, so was it like you started just kind of recording more and writing more and just getting more into it, or were you actually like putting music out?
I was putting a lot of music out. I was putting like if you go back and you listen on my SoundCloud, you'll hear I was putting a lot of shit out, and then I was putting it out with the homies, and then something that came up to where their studio, something happened with it, so that I couldn't record there anymore. So I had to just find my own stuff,
Right.
And so from there, it only got better. Yeah. Oh yeah. So, well, first, actually, it was just crazy. I used to drive out to LA all the time because I didn't have a studio out here in the Bay Area.
Jeez, so I would that's a trek.
Yeah, bro. I would drive every single weekend to LA to record. And then, and then that stopped. I was like, fuck that, because it's just too much,
Yeah, that's doing a lot. That's an expensive, studio time plus having to the hours. Like, bro, that's a lot.
It was a lot. So then, I knew this camera guy, and the camera guy, we were super cool, and he referred Flo to me. So I was like, all right, let me go see what this Flo guy's about, And I messaged Flo. Then when I touched back down to the Bay Area, I met up with Flo, and then from there, like, it's just the rest is,
You're right. Yeah, just bringing it here. Yeah. So about how long ago was that when you first met with Flo? That was
probably like 4 years ago.
Okay, so this is like a bit after like a year or so of you like pushing on your own, and like you said, you had to find kind of. Okay, word. And just naturally kind of fell into place then as you were moving up.
Yeah,
like
everything definitely fell into place for sure.
That alignment. It worked perfect. And so from there now too, like obviously again from when you started, like you said 4 or 5 years ago, again where we at now, it's like now the content, bro, the way you're looking like a superstar out there, boy.
Yeah, I mean, I love doing this, like it's just all love. Yeah, I mean, I do try my hardest to get out there and, you know, just I just want to be the best at what I do. I try to, you know.
Yeah. So do you have a like for your videos and all that stuff too? Is it like you just hitting a bunch of homies and your different connects, putting it all together, or are you working with other people that are like kind of, you know, working in to build DayDay, you know, that brand?
Everyone, like, we're all like a team. Yeah, like everyone's doing their own thing. You know, like the camera guy, he's doing his own thing. Then we got Flo, and then everyone's. But we're all a team. You know, like we
Right.
all move up together. Like we all use our resources to help each other out. So I might know some artists or whatever, and then I'll bring them to Flo, and then Flo will refer them to Nico to shoot the video, and then we're all a team, you know, we're like a team.
Yeah, well, I mean, it sounds like a system too, because just everything, bro. And like too, the quality, like how you said, all you guys have been doing your thing growing up. As like each of you have been getting better, it's like just the quality of what you guys are putting out. Like every time, it's just, you know, it's like looking A1.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
I bet.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask too, in terms of like just the content you've been putting out, the music you make, what would you say are like some of your top influences?
Lil Durk is a really I like his music. Like he really helped me. Like he made me want to like really get started, because I don't know, just like the stuff he was saying, I could really relate to back in his old music and stuff.
Right.
Him. Who else did I like Mike Sherm. He was cool. I like Mike Sherm. He was super cool.
Okay.
Yeah, like those are honestly, Lil Durk, I would say, is the probably biggest influencer.
And I hear that too, kind of the energy on your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah.
So that's who's influenced you. But then too, you know, us being Bay Area, how is like being from the Bay Area influenced you, and just the vibe out here?
I think it definitely did. Like it influenced me a lot. Like my sound. Like I definitely have the Bay Area sound, but I'm trying to go a different route. I don't want to sound like everybody else. But I think that, like you said, wait, what was that question? I'm trying to really
no, you're answering it, but just like how like being Bay Area, because like too, Lil Durk and all that, and Lil Durk ain't from the Bay, you know, it's
right.
Chicago. Hey, Chicago, right?
Yeah, I just he's from Chicago.
So but yeah, like I feel that like too, your music does. I get that vibe, but then again, you being from the Bay, you definitely hear the mix of the Bay. But then songs like Ice Cream, bro, that ain't Bay.
Yeah,
that is not Lil Durk. That's DayDay. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah, exactly. I think just me listening to everyone else that I look up to, and just hearing, like, you know, it gives me a lot of motivation to it helps me find myself, you know, like just have my own sound, do my thing.
100%. So sure. With the process, what would you say what you got coming out next that you could talk about?
Shit, honestly, I was thinking about dropping another tape.
Okay.
But right now I've just been doing a lot of like singles. I did What It Is. We dropped that video. I just dropped that. But I got a few more singles coming out. Me and one of my homies that I did a song with him back then. But like I've been telling him, I've been trying to get him to get back on his music shit. So we're thinking about starting a little music group.
Okay.
So
okay.
That's just something.
So it sounds like you just got a few just different things. Like you got options to what you want to put out.
Yeah, I definitely have. I got a lot, and then I still have a bunch of features too that I haven't even dropped. Like got like a little house phone feature, like hella little. Like I got stuff that, you know, is definitely gonna be dropped, but I just want to have everything together before I just, you know, just drop.
Right. To like putting a whole kind of story behind it, and just, you know.
Exactly. I'm working on branding myself right now, like my clothing, like the clothes and stuff like that. Like I want to.
I noticed that too, because I saw in the video, like, okay, there we go. I see that.
Yeah, I got this shit. I feel like if you want to be successful, really, like if you want to like go far as like, especially being a rapper, what a lot of people don't know is, well, this is free game right here. You have to brand yourself. Like you gotta have something behind you. Like you want people to look and be like, well, what does he have to offer? You know, like what can we do what can we work on together? They, you know, it's hard to like blow up as just being a rapper. So you
Yeah,
gotta
because
have a
people,
brand.
I was gonna say, because
Yeah.
people over everything. I mean, nowadays too, it's like you hear all the time a lot of the old heads like, oh man, you know, how are these kids getting big and stuff like that. It's like it's not real music.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's like the music is one thing. Their music on point, okay,
Yeah.
that's a cool bass line. But what's the entertainment
Mm-hmm.
around you? What are you doing? And what's your merch looking like? Where you going? You know,
Exactly.
it's everything. It's like they want that show.
Exactly. That's facts. You gotta have a brand.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
gotta stand out different than just making good music, you know?
Right. And two, again, like you want that where people are messing with you on all different types of level too, because they always talk about, you
Mm-hmm.
know, for being artists, like if you just got a few fans from music and stuff like that, you know, Spotify, they talk about all these kind of deals going on or backlash, like those services could cut down any time. You know, what are your other connect lines to people
Exactly.
everywhere?
Exactly.
So
It could happen.
in terms of next things now, what are some things that you haven't done yet, but that are on like your list that you're trying to do?
Honestly, I think I just want to work with my favorite artists that I've always grew up listening to. I really want to get songs with them. And then that's going to make me feel like, you know, like
Right,
that's
just
going to
that.
give me like that extra push, like, you know, but that, working with videographers too, that I've always wanted to work with, like
Mhm.
Lyrical Lemonade. Um, yeah,
Yeah, for
those are
them,
the
they
two.
work with one of for Lyrical Lemonade, Cole Bennett and them. Our last or one of our previous artists of the month, CP, dude out of Chicago. He's like boys with them, so same thing too. So it's
Oh,
just
that's tight.
and bro, just
Yeah,
like talking to him, talking to you, bro. It's that just a attention to detail, like trying to get better and just working. So that's
yeah,
it's
for
already a
sure.
guaranteed. It's just like I haven't gotten there just yet, but like you already there.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't see it like I just work and I just try to move and just do whatever I can, you know. And
Yeah.
then I just like I don't know. I'll stop and take a little break and be like, oh damn, I made it this far, but like the job's not done. I still got to keep
Right.
going, you know.
It
Like
don't
I
ever
got to keep
stop.
pushing. Yeah, it never stops. Exactly.
Right.
So
That's why they always say, so cliche at this point, especially, recipes Nipsey Hussle, but bro, it's a marathon.
yeah,
It don't
yeah,
ever
for
stop
real.
until you stop.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly. The work you put in is the the results you get out of it. So put in more work, you get a lot of results back.
like how have you been able to balance work and then with your family too? Because I know like bro, you seem like you're a good dad, like bro, take care of your little daughter, got your girl,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
how has that impacted
yeah.
just the a little bit I want to know a little bit about the work-life balance.
Yeah, it in the beginning it was hard like trying to make time for certain things because like
Hmm.
at one point I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to continue doing this, you know? So
Right.
I was
'Cause
like,
that's another
I'm gonna
full-time job.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's full time. So I was like, man, and then I'm married too, so I gotta like I got a family, you know, so I gotta like
Yeah.
take care of my family, and so I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but then I just sat down and I just created a schedule
Hmm.
when like this is the time I'm gonna be free to do this and everything. I don't know, it just fell into place, you know,
Just making
like
it
but
work,
it's
bro.
definitely harder. It was harder in the beginning for sure, but
Right.
I'm in a routine now of doing everything, so I'm used to it. So like everything's cool. It's smooth now for sure.
Right. And how old's your daughter?
1 years old.
1 years old, man. Well,
No,
hey, congrats, man. Congrats on
thank
everything,
you.
man. But that's
I
what I think just,
appreciate it. Yeah.
too, for people to know, it's like, again, we've talked about all the work you've done, how you've been doing all these different projects, singles, and for years building up to this. And meanwhile, like you said, like you're married, you got a full family, and you're still able to do this. So, it's
I'm
important, like
saying,
how much goes into it. Just like 2 Chainz. People don't know 2 Chainz, all the stuff he does. Like he has a full on family and he makes it work.
yeah. See, like there's no excuses to this. Like a lot of people, they say, oh, I don't have time for this or I can't do this. There's no excuses.
Right.
Like
You have to make time.
yeah, exactly. You got to figure it out. If you want something bad, you'll get it done. You know.
Yeah. And that's what, bro, no matter what industry, it don't matter from successful donut shops to what, if you go and get it done, you got to get
Yeah,
it done. Like,
exactly. Just have a plan and put time into it, make time for it. You'll get it done for sure.
yeah. So what would you say for getting all this stuff going? Like what's your biggest motivation? Like what's that driving factor for you?
Like pretty much when I first started this, like this me really starting to do music, like it was when my cousin had passed away. And when my cousin had passed away, like me and my friends, we all made a promise, like we got to do this for him, you know? And so like after every song, after every video, after everything I do, I just think about him, and I'm just like, I got to do this for him, you know? Because he was going to school to become a doctor, and he got shot and killed. So it just, man, shit sucks. But it's like, you got to, like, we got to make it, like, you know? We got to do this shit. We got, like, it's sad, bro.
Yeah, and you just, like, it's almost like you're putting on, like, his ambitions. Like you said, he was going to be a doctor, but like you're putting, like, you know, I'm gonna keep the torch going. So this friend group, we going,
That's exactly what it was. So every day I think about it, and I'm just like, gotta keep going. Gotta get to it. Yep.
Yeah. And honestly, man, like that motivation, that power is coming to fruition, man. Because really, though, it's like for Artists of the Month, you know, one thing that we always check on is like, okay, one, how long they've been doing this? Like, have they been consistently working at it? Because again, too, bro, people get tired out to be an actual, not even like rapper, like a genuine just working artist, putting the video together, doing this stuff. Like, bro, takes so much work. But then too, it's like that's one side, and then again, like we talk about now, family. Now you need time for yourself too. Like people get burnt out if people don't stay for, like I say, usually the cutout time from what I feel like is about 2 years or so. Like people are like, you know, I don't know if this is for me, dog. Like
for sure that's how it is. You'll always get to a point where you're like, man, like, I don't know if I could do this. I don't want to do this anymore. But honestly, if you just keep going and going for whatever it is you're trying to achieve, and you just put the time into it, you're gonna be straight.
Yeah. It's working, man. But yo, I just want to say appreciate you for your time, man. Tapping in, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, so real quick, for the people that don't know of you and you want to follow DayDay, where can they find you at?
On Instagram at ThatBoyDayDay.
Okay.
Spotify. If you want to listen to some music, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, ThatBoyDayDay.
Got it. So everywhere and anywhere, ThatBoyDayDay.
ThatBoyDayDay. You'll find me.
Got it too. And then for even too, because I know you even posted about features. If anybody's looking for features or producers, different stuff like that, is that the best place for different artists and producers to contact you too?
Yep. Or my email is epadayday@gmail.com. Or my Instagram, just shoot me a DM. I'm working with a lot of artists right now. I also offer songwriting, so I do that too. So if you need that, we can work. I do all of it.
Full service package, baby.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
And we'll appreciate you, man, tapping in. Artist of the Month. Thank you for rocking with Nothin But Hits, bro.
Hey, Nothin But Hits.
Yeah, and excited to see, you know, the hits you keep putting out, bro. Keep going.
Yes, sir. All right,
more
on the way. We got it.
Yes,
appreciate you.
Peace, bro.
Yep.